Ahmed, it's good to be with you. You are a vaccination outreach manager for the Red Cross here in the UK. What does that involve?
So as a vaccination outreach manager, I'm reaching out to hard-to-reach communities within the UK where they haven't had access to the vaccination, and there could be a number of different reasons for that. One being various barriers. So we have language barriers, digital barriers, people who are spreading fake news and scared of them they might have any truth to it. And also the fact that people are vaccine hesitant, that they have medical concerns. And so as a vaccination outreach manager, I am trying to facilitate the spread of information about the vaccination that's true, and that people can be informed if they want to take the vaccination or not.
I know from our work with asylum seekers, some of them had bad experiences of governments abroad, and therefore they're reluctant to come forward with government initiatives here in the UK.
Yeah, I mean, with migrants generally, and when I say migrants, refugees, asylum seekers, undocumented individuals, and the recent evacuees, we class them as evacuees because the British government wants to kind of classify these good refugees who are coming over as evacuees, and they have usually coming from their experiences as being bad experiences with the government. They don't trust the government. The government has mistreated them, and as a result, that's why they've kind of taken refuge in the United Kingdom. And so when authorities want to pass on any information or pass any instructions, they are very hesitant to do so, which is understandable because of the experiences they've had.
So how do you try and overcome that in your role?
The key is that we work through local networks, and I mean the emblem of the Red Cross makes a massive difference. It's a trusted symbol, but we work with local organizations, local leaders, faith leaders, community leaders, ambassadors, and they are kind of our doorway to kind of reaching out to those communities. And it has a massive difference when you have someone by your side who people recognize and trust, and they're saying, the vaccination is X, Y, Z. If you want to take the vaccination, please come forward.
So how is the vaccination program going?
It's challenging because there's different areas that have different challenges, and so as I go into different areas across the United Kingdom, I have to kind of adapt to the environment. So some areas there's high concentration of the recent evacuees who've come from Afghanistan, and so they have a different barrier. And at the moment, it's been the fact that they've been in hotels where there's high security, they're confused, they have other medical concerns, so vaccination is not on the front of their mind. And in other areas where you have individuals who are very, very vaccine hesitant, but then they have very good links with a local faith organisation, like whether it be a mosque or a church. And then we have to work with local leaders. Also the fact that the vaccination, because of the language around it, the narrative around it, there is this kind of mistrust around the fact that they're forcing it upon us. Why are they doing this? And it's an international issue. So like if you go to certain parts of the world where, for example, in America, I think the death toll is around 700,000 from COVID. And most of the people who are in hospitals at the moment are actually people who haven't been jabbed. And so there is this kind of mistrust with the vaccine across the globe. And the science, a lot of people saying, well, it takes 10 years to produce a vaccine. All of a sudden we have COVID, and within space of a year, how do you produce a vaccine that's effective? It just doesn't add up for many people.
Yeah. So if folk would like to know more about the Red Cross and the kind of work you're doing, how can they find out more, or how can they support your work?
Well, we've created loads of resources in unpacking the truth and lies about the vaccine. And so if you go to our website, the British Red Cross website, redcross.org.uk, redcross.org.uk, and you'll be able to kind of access leaflets in different languages, YouTube clips explaining and talking about the vaccine. We have what we call vaccine voices, where we've got individuals who have taken the vaccine and who speak about it in detail. And so if they want to be involved and want to support it, please pass on the message to others.
Thank you very much, Ahmed. Thank you.
Thank you.